Good afternoon. Welcome to the news conference of GEM4ME Investments PLC Company that was held on March 23rd. My name is Oleg and I will be translating on behalf of the company's board of directors. Introduction from Valery Ostrikov. We had to postpone our weekly conference from Monday to Thursday this week. Those who pay close attention and are aware of the news, I am pleased to announce that the Messenger will have drastic positive improvements and changes in both technical and financial departments, but we will discuss what those changes are at the event in Minsk. We are doing a lot of work which is not noticeable as it is done within the Messenger itself. Once the puzzle of work is completed, the Messenger will take off rapidly. The first point is that the Messenger has been translated to Czech and Korean languages, and the update containing these languages will be released today or tomorrow. You may see that we are actively developing the Messenger in various countries, as there are videos showing its development in Korea and Japan, and that is why the language support is very important. Firstly, a new instrument for commercial promotion of GEM4ME was integrated on YouTube. We will try to start the new commercial mechanism next week. A very important point is that the Messenger, including social networks, receives a lot of interest and there are a lot of different reviews, and it's very intriguing for people. And finally, completion of introductory stage for the integration of bots. The launch of greeting and informative bots is being prepared for the release. Each new user will receive an automatically generated greeting message from the system. We will have the ability to learn about the unique functionality of the application as well as ask questions, to which the bot will answer. One needs to understand the bots are educating robots that live within the Messenger, and as this technology is developing, the Messenger will adapt to it. I wanted to answer the question that some people ask, as why do you use the bot technology when we could have launched Marketplace a month ago and the Moneymaker? The reason is quite simple. The fact of bots present within the Messenger allows to make it more adjustable, adaptive, and more exciting for the users of the Messenger. Together with you, we are investing into this technology that is groundbreaking on the market today, and there are not many of truly effective bots out there today. Together, we will be the first ones to introduce bots to a mass-use Messenger. We understand how important it is to make the Messenger highly technological and adjustable. Why is it important to make it adaptive and highly technological? The reason is because we live at a time when trends in this world depict how fast everything is changing around us. We are developing the Messenger to answer the people's demands, and that is why it has to adapt and change fast. We always say only groundbreaking trends should be invested into. If you are offered to invest into a chain for selling sunflower seeds, I don't think that is a proper investment, as it has no future from the point of future development and a market with no perspectives. That is why I want to talk about the trends for 2017 and the following 2 to 3 years that will dominate the economy. Every presentation will say that IT companies cost more than the companies with traditional businesses. We have given an example of Airbnb compared to Marriott. This tendency is the same and will be the same. Some may like it, others may not, but the facts are still there. IT companies that stick to certain market trends develop the fastest and cost more than all of their competitors. Top 5 thriving IT trends of 2017 and the following years that need to be invested in. This is not our invention. This is what well-known magazines, popular economists and bloggers and Forbes talk about. The first is secure communication. Exactly what we are doing in the Messenger. The absence of messages being stored on a server, that is secret chats with encryption and so on. We are currently doing this, and this is one of the foundations of the Messenger. Second is fintech. You know, my colleagues and I postponed the conference because we were meeting with very interesting banks and financial companies that are highly interested to work with our Messenger. We saw the technologies when not a person carries out identification, but there's programs that cost huge amounts of money, and servers that conduct these operations and work with clients. Money transfers. There is a very interesting cloud technology that deals with instant currency exchange at very attractive rates. And that is where a lot of banks make money and a lot of people lose money. These fintech technologies within the messenger make banks and their participation in these operations unnecessary. All the banks have to do is encrypt and ensure that is all. We are currently introducing these technologies to our messenger. Third is marketplaces. Yes, there are a lot of them, but this trend shows that we're moving in the right direction, and apart from that, we're connecting fintech with the marketplace. The next trend is healthcare. I won't discuss it in as many details. You know that we have it and that we have this ecosystem within the messenger and it is being developed. The fifth trend is cloud solutions for co-working. We don't have a direct connection to this trend yet. However, we're thinking about this and we have the desire to include certain programs that allow you to interact with your structures. For instance, plan your day and other things as well. If you look at these 5 trends, I myself get very happy because we're currently working on and are integrating all of these 5 trends into our messenger. Most importantly, we're almost done and we're not the followers in this case, but we are leaders because what we're currently doing, first of all, by already having constructed the messenger as the foundation for it all, next is bots. We're leading and you will see that very soon. Those who will be attending the conference in Minsk, we will present our leading development in all of those 5 trends. I would like to say one more thing after all of this, something I learned myself recently. Many people that are following our development, they are possibly looking at us without retrospective. By working with us for a long time, they may have lost the ability to foresee as well. But what is going on with the messengers? IT technologies and the capitalization of such projects, their prices will continue to grow. For example, you can see the Chinese messenger Weibo that has already surpassed Twitter in its worth. It is understood that their capitalization is done slightly differently than ours. They enter the stock market, which we are not planning on doing. But in any case, I wanted to remind you that we are working in a progressively developing segments of the economy. This week we met with very interesting people, owners of banks and large financial companies. And usually Alexander Kachanovsky and I catch ourselves in the thought that we are meeting with very important and valuable entities. But after the presentation where we had in a large bank and met with its owner, not with its manager, but with its owner, and when we heard him tell us how far ahead we are, I'm not bragging, but we felt equal to them and even higher than them, as we own those technologies that these people need and they're offering to work with us together. For us, these words are very valuable. We have a distinct understanding that everything we did with you, we know that's not just us. This puts us at a very high level in regards of our worth and the interest towards us. We became intriguing not just for banks, but also for certain governments, which I will not disclose, as they had been trying to develop their own secure messenger and failed twice, and now they're offering to work with us. In conclusion, everybody knows that investing is always risky, and that nobody gives guarantees and people still buy and invest. This process is unstoppable. The world of investment is risky, but those who take high risks get high returns. We are working in a segment of the economy in which it is impossible to lose if the business is built well. Absolutely impossible. There is a classical example that I keep mentioning, Snapchat. Some school invested $15,000 into it, and back when nobody knew about it, and now the school made $24 million. Back then, Snapchat was unknown, and the parents invested into this unknown messenger. Was there risk? Of course there was. But the parents that founded that fund and invested into Snapchat knew perfectly well that this exact segment of the economy will prosper. The segment of messenger and fintech will develop. Now, we're doing the hardest job in regards to developing the messenger from within. It's not a PR job. Unfortunately, in today's world, if there isn't a PR event, it is as if there is no event at all. But it is there. We have the team growth, daily work of programmers, our negotiations, and so on. The price of shares is increasing and the amount of shares is decreasing. You will see all the changes after we finalize our transfer to Malta, and so on. Later on, you will blame yourself for not making certain steps in time, and I'm focusing your attention again. Together, we're doing a very appropriate for the time work. What our exclusive messenger does and will definitely achieve what we have set for it. I wish everyone luck, thank you for your time, and I'm passing the turn to Alexander Kachanovsky, the member of the board of directors. Alexander Kachanovsky speaking. Dear friends, good afternoon. We are continuing our conference. Any day now, we will have 1,800,000 and very soon 2 million of downloads, a goal we set for ourselves to reach before our event in Minsk, and of course we're planning that after the new tools and functionality of the messenger are announced at the event, tools that nobody had before. I'm talking about the marketplace, the moneymaker system, other functions that bots will be able to do. After all of that, we will have higher amounts of downloads as we will have organic downloads, when people will tell each other that they need this messenger because it can do this and that it can do that and so on, and it will be useful and exciting to use, that they can earn, advertise, purchase and sell, and much more. This is what we're striving for effortlessly and what we will announce on our conference in Minsk. Now I wanted to talk about the good news about the career plan and the leaders of the past week from March 13th through March 20th. And it's just pleasant to see this geography. Apart from Russia, we have Japan, we have Czech Republic, Poland, Ukraine. You can see it all on the slide. We're congratulating partners who earn from $1,000 and up to $5,600. One of our partners has earned from Murmansk, Russia, over the course of the past week, just 1 week. We're congratulating our top leader from Murmansk with his earnings, and I wish for all of our partners to earn just as much. This earning is possible for those who devote themselves to work with our project every day and lead the business together. Moving on to very interesting information. As we started talking about our event in Minsk this upcoming April, Google is helping and accompanying the company's development, and after visiting their headquarters in Dublin, 5 of their representatives were sent to Minsk to one of our negotiations with Synesys at their office. Starting next week, we're having video conferences with Google's employees on how to brand the messenger. We will have a few of those. On April 20th, we will have the final conference before the event, as they call it, a workshop, and we will combine very important key points for whom we're developing this application, why, and who it is meant to be used by. It is as this where all the slogans and all of the marketing comes from. We are extremely happy, and I think that you are just as happy with us, that this is not something that we come up with, but we're doing this under a distinct overview by this huge company, and their help in our development is priceless. Coming back to the event in Minsk, I wanted to mention that representatives from Google have confirmed that 3 of them will be coming to our event and will participate in it. I am very happy that you will be able to see their qualification level and their goal setting. The most important event for the first half of 2017 will be the board of directors participating in the SEED conference, where the developers show their projects in front of employees of Google, Google's main headquarters in Silicon Valley in California, and in front of investors as well. This is our chance to scream loudly about our application and the whole world, to the whole world, because we were invited to the show and our project, and we will discuss it. This will be a major step in our development, and this will have a huge boost for the sale of our application. As you know, in order to sell something for a lot of money, a lot of people need to know about it. This will give us a chance to have potential buyers auction for the right to purchase our application. And as you may know, Snapchat has been effortlessly turning down offers from Facebook and Google to purchase their messenger. Now that they released their IPO, they are worth $25 billion instead of measly $3 to $4 billion that they were offered by Facebook and Google. This is great news for us, and we have something to strive for. Friends, we have announced that with the transfer to the new legal structure of the Maltese Investment Fund, the price of packages and the price will gradually increase, while the amount of shares in them will decrease and throughout the year. You have this reminder, a countdown in your business center that shows you when the next transition to the next marketing will come into force. I am also letting you know that as of March 21st, we have 625,866 of preferred shares left. We refresh this information every 2 days, and by now it might be around 620,000. And it's constantly decreasing. 3 weeks ago, there were 6,709,000 left. Now there is less and less. This is normal trend within IT industry and startups. The closer to the end of the project an investor joins, the less shares he can purchase for the same amount of money. Today, and only today, you have a huge advantage and different opportunities, and let's discuss what will change next. First of all, I wanted to mention an important technical moment, that is the launch of the Maltese structure, in which was unfortunately held back, but not because of us. They were held back by various Maltese governmental structures, lawyers, and registration companies. These works are in the progress, and due to the fact that the progress and their completion doesn't just depend on us, unfortunately the process takes a little bit longer. We're planning to launch all of this in February, but it took a bit longer. But regardless, as you can see on this slide, the work is being done, and there's progress, and it will be finished. As you saw, the new investment fund's website has been launched, but unfortunately, we let our Maltese lawyers do the content and design of it, and we don't really like it, what we receive back. And we're currently developing new content, and we will change the website's design to match our other websites of ours. We're planning for this to be completed until April 1st. Also, we're planning to start the sale of packages off of the new website. As you can see, the packages are already there. Next, about the contract of sale. Now, over the past 4 weeks, the lawyers have been battling and improving all regularities. We have 2 types of the contract. One type for the new people joining us after April 1st. This contract already exists, but there also will be a second type of the contract. That is the contract for partners owning currently shares in the Seychelles company. The shares will be a 1-to-1 ratio, and both common and preferred shares will be converted to preferred shares of the Maltese Investment Fund. We will publish this contract approximately before the 1st of April as well. The system of transferring shares will be the following. Each partner will receive a personalized contract with his personal information. It will have to be filled, scanned, and sent back to our lawyers. We will improve the check of documents in order to help those who can't provide all the necessary documents. We found a way. You will have to complete an interview with a lawyer that holds the legal right to confirm your identity and the documents. And he will sign under, proving the validity of your documents. We will improve the system of issuing digital certificates, proving the ownership of shares, and approximately starting April 10th, investors will be able to see themselves in the shareholder registry. This is what we're currently working on, and that is why we published the letter of Bruno Horn, the executive of the business, the letter that guarantees that those who join us today, that their shares are guaranteed to be transferred to the new Maltese fund. This is the type of work that nobody has done before. The first open investment fund created in Malta, allowing hundreds and thousands of people to join us from various countries all over the world. Please be aware that in 8 days the price of packages of shares will increase, as you can see on this table that we've published earlier. It will raise to $40. the amount of shares in the biggest shares package will reduce from 86 to 76. Please be aware that it is more than 10% more valuable to purchase the packages today rather than 8 days later, and as you asked us to publish the numbers for the marketing a week prior to them changing, and we have done so. Let's see the packages, and you will also see it in the news later on. As you can see, the price of the GEM Go package increased from $105 to $120. Biz from $385 to $400. Premium and Premium Plus from $1,015 to $1,040 and $2,030 to $2,080 respectively. And Invest from $3,010 to $3,040. And Promo from $70 to $80. All of these prices are effective as of April 1st, and the amount of shares, as you can see, is also decreasing in some packages, and in some it stays the same for now. The changes are coming, and you can see these changes on this slide. I wish for you to understand that we live within the IT industry and startup projects with their very, very harsh laws. The earlier an investor joins, the higher his return will be. The closer to the moment of a project's sale, the less shares are left, and more investors are wishing to participate, and they pay more. With all of this, I wish you luck and successes, and we will meet in our next conference, as I'm passing the turn for the concluding part of our conference to Natalia Arshavskaya, the member of the board of directors of the company. Natalia Arshavskaya speaking. Good afternoon, dear friends. I'm very excited to continue our conference, or better yet, to conclude it. As always, our conference is held on Mondays, but we had to reschedule to Thursday this week. I can only affirm you that this won't happen often, and you know we plan our trips so that we can communicate with you from other countries. The trip that we had this week was very important for our development, as it has to do with finances, and what can be more important than that? We're having the chance to introduce new, more modern technologies, simplify our work, and make more understandable for our team. As working with various international financial institutes and licenses can be hard. On this stage, we made a huge progress, and this week we as directors understand how our project is wanted by international financial systems and how we can use these technologies to make our messenger better. As always, I'm congratulating those who work hard. My data is for Monday, as I didn't want to break the tradition. And if you close something on Tuesday or Wednesday, you will not see it yourself here today. Our Silver Masters today are on your screen. There are a lot of them. Please note that there are those who receive shares for speed, and that means that our marketing is working well. I am very happy to see and say these names as our international team is developing and increasing day by day. Sanjin Kim, Ulsan, Korea, 1 additional share for speed. So Jin Kong, Ulsan, Korea, 1 additional share for speed. Ra Hee Jung, Ulsan, Korea, 1 additional share for speed. Dilshodbek Saliv, Ansan, Korea. Nadezhda Mazgutova, Tyumень, Russia, 1 additional share for speed. Vera Dozhdeva, Elista, Russia. Yelena Landisheva, Vladivostok, Russia. Artemy Denega, Moscow, Russia. Galina Bulatova, Kotelniki, Russia. Valentina Litvinova, Timiryazevsky, Russia. Valentina Kazakova, Kyiv, Ukraine. Larisa Martinenko, Sumy, Ukraine. Alisa Olinyuk, Los Angeles, United States of America. Vlastimil Kristek, Bohuslavice, Czech Republic. Valentina Tankanogova, Bishkek, Kyrgyzia. Joseph Barta, Plana nad Luzhny, Czech Republic. This is a widespread group of people from all over the world. I am very happy to see these names and say them. Now, to our Gold Masters. A career step that shows a very serious step towards success, as the first is done most of the time with less effort, but the second step is achieved when people are following us. It is an important step, and I am congratulating the following people with achieving it. Won Hyung Park, Ulsan, Korea, 2 additional shares for speed. Mi So Kim, Ulsan, Korea, 2 additional shares for speed as well. Saori Takahashi, Ichikawa, Japan, 2 additional shares for speed. Olga Golubova, Kiev, Ukraine, 2 additional shares for speed. These are potential leaders, and they receive 2 shares for speed. And we continue with Elena Smirnova, Moscow, Russia, Galina Smolikova, St. Petersburg, Russia, Murshid Alam, Arsenal, India. India is also coming out and developing as we speak, and we hope to see representatives from all of these countries at our event in Minsk. Our delegation will be coming from various different countries and representatives from Google as well. I am congratulating our Platinum Master from Moscow and Ussurisk, Russia, a very signifying success. Our Russian leader that were pushing for the promotion of our business, and they are 1 step away from completing their master careers, and that is well respected. Their names are Yelena Engelgard, Moscow, Russia, and Denis Lee, Ussurisk, Russia. Congratulations. Our Diamond Master from today is from Hildesheim, Germany. Her name is Olga Montach. Congratulations, Olga, on coming 1 step closer to success. And that means that all of her sponsors from the directors and the president's team are welcoming her to their crowd. She's added to the special chat, and they will make a leader out of her. She can now fast forward her questions and solutions. At the event in Minsk, we will have a separate meeting with the board of directors and the Diamond Masters, so don't rush to leave and stay for the second day and learn a lot of new things. A very special reward is going to Yekaterinburg to Anton Pivovar from us. Not many know him, but everybody in our Yekaterinburg team know him, and he will be receiving a lot of congrats today as he is irreplaceable in that team. I'm going to read because the best way to describe this young man is to read what his mother had said about him. Zoya Samonova, Yekaterinburg, Russia. Yakov Kogan's structure. A major event happened in our life. Our son, Anton, had achieved a Silver Director career status. It is very frequent for me to hear these words from our partners. My family doesn't understand me. The children are objurgating me for investing money. I have never heard such words from my close relatives in my life. Whatever I do, my husband and my children are always supporting me. We make business decisions together. We are like-minded, and they are my most steadfast encouragement. Anton, my youngest son, was one of the first to join the testing group of our messenger GEM4ME. We would learn about how the messenger was being created from him. One day he said the following: "If we realize what the company envisioned into GEM4ME, then Viber is not our competitor." This was such a delight for my heart, as we started the creation of GEM4ME with just naked enthusiasm. I am deeply grateful to Anton for his help for our whole team. We even call him our ambulance, as he is always nearby. He helps our partners to download the application, to understand the financial plugin and verification, and can even set up a computer and install necessary programs for partners from afar. Anton is my irreplaceable helper at all of our city events. I wish him a huge success and to achieve next career steps very soon. I am thankful to the world and to our company for this amazing opportunity to have a family business and the ability to build our successful future as a whole family. I wish for every partner to experience such a steadfast encouragement from their relatives. Isn't that the definition of happiness? That is true happiness. If you are ever in a situation like this, let them read this, and maybe this will change their minds and join you. Now that concludes our congratulations. I wanted to add that there is not much time left until our event and not many tickets left. As you may know, as soon as the last ticket is sold, the doors to this event will be closed. We are very happy with the quality of this hotel that will be hosting us. The board of directors stayed there a couple weeks ago. It is very high class, and we only want high class for our partners. We will go over what will influence the development of the messenger in the future and what will allow us to understand and see the stages of our development. We will devote a full day to news and guest speakers, and we will go and see the heart of our messenger, the office of Synesis, and how it is developed. Even Google was very pleased with what they saw there. On the second day, we will have the exclusive school that was developed especially for us and our messenger. The school will go for 4 hours, after which everyone will come out with new techniques for their work. We have specially prepared it for investors and partners. And partners will not be able to attend, unfortunately. In order to attend, you will need to purchase a package from Invest One and up. Next, we will have a briefing with the company's executives and the board of directors, as well as the main lawyer of the company, who is currently helping us with the transfer to Malta today. Next, we will have the Diamond Masters and the board of directors. This is the day when everything will be explained and broken down piece by piece. Don't forget that all of our actions lead us to a higher discount for our corporate holidays in Goa, and a lot of people are working with us towards it. As you can see, a lot of people from various countries, Russia, Poland, USA, Canada, Ukraine, Japan, and so on. This is our international team with discounts of up to $1,500 and even more. And even if only a few months have passed, by September, many will go for free. I'm sure of it. Some haven't even started doing it yet. Make sure you do. I congratulate you with today. I wish you success, and until we meet next on Monday. Thank you and goodbye.